What's up, y'all? What's going on? Well, how y'all doing? It's me, Erika. I'm being nosy. I hope everybody is having a good day. Today is Friday. I know the days are probably melding together for a lot of us, but today is Friday. Same energy, right? Keeping that same energy. Okay, let me give you our daily report, girl. The hammock is not there. The geese and the, what are those, ducks? We figured it out. They're ducks. They're ducks. They're out there doing their thing. The park maintenance guy, he's here every day picking up the trash. The old man, Earl, is here. Everybody is present and accounted for, right? Sun is coming up. Yeah, sun is like, about me, girl. Okay, so what are we talking about? Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? That's what I saw last night. I watched that last night. Finally watched it. The stream was up, so we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Overall, I am kind of excited about it. I'm kind of excited to see Garcelle and Erika, how they kind of get along. I'm really trying to see. Oh, that sprinkler is broken. They got the sprinklers going, you know. I'm going to keep the car on a little bit. That's not Earl. That's the maintenance man for the park. Y'all keep asking me to do a tutorial on these damn scarves that the diva be slapping on top of her head. Let me tell you something. It depends on the day. It's almost like having a good hair day. Why are you looking so confused? You see me every morning. You know me. You need to speak. I'm really excited to see Garcelle and Erika Girardi's. Shout out to Erika. She's 48. I thought she was my age. Talking about hypergamy, bitch. That bitch married an 80-year-old man. She's 48. He's 80. Yes. Gross is not the word, but he is the founder of one of the most prestigious law firms in Los Angeles. He don't really never be around. He don't bother her. He's always busy. She's just, honey, doing her thing, living her life, going around and just doing her thing. Mikey, he's been her choreographer or stylist or whatever, but remember him from the Pussycat Dolls? Do y'all remember him, Mikey, from the Pussycat Dolls? See, here's Earl. Here he go. With his golf club, picking out the trash. He already emptied that, brother. They start off, the intro is nice. They all have on white. It really looks nice. Garcelle's outfit in the intro is nice. We love Garcelle Beauvais. Is that how we say her last name? They start off with like a, kind of like a, what you would say like a preview into the future of the show. Of what's going to happen. It's really centered around Denise. I don't know if that's going to be like the theme of this season, but it's really centered around her keeping secrets, right? Didn't we just get on Tinsley's ass about not being real? But this seems like this is some mess. But at the end of this little montage, Lisa Rinna looks at Denise and says, "Oh, you're so angry."
Oh, you're so angry.
I say, "Oh no, what's going on, girl? What's going on?" Lisa Vanderpump is no longer with the cast. I don't remember watching Beverly Hills Housewives last year. I don't remember. I feel like I missed it. But so this season we have two new girls. We got Sutton, who seems to be auditioning for her role because she's not in the intro, but Miss Garcelle is in the intro. Okay, they're preparing for New York Fashion Week, and I'm just gonna read you what I wrote down about the things, and then we could talk about, because typically I just, you know, write what's the first thing that's going to come to my mind and then what's going to help me remember the scene, right? So I put Kyle, fashion designer, play for fun, wasting money. Okay, that's how I feel about what Kyle is doing with this thing. It's like, hey, I don't have anything to do. I'm a bored housewife. I don't have shit to do. But if you have, to me, this is how I feel. If you have the means, and I'm going to get into Kyle, but if you have the means to do it, like I just said with, who's putting out a single? Jordan Woods. If you got the means to do it. Fulfill your dreams. It don't matter who buy it, who buys into it. As long as you completed something from thought to execution to manifestation, then do it. I'm not mad at anybody. I don't like the way Kyle is going about doing it though, because it's not really a talent. It's almost like, let me just throw my money here, put my name on something, and have somebody else do the labor. Yes, it's only 6 minutes in. We already into it. I already checked. We already clocked Kyle's tea. We've already clocked it. So I put Erika, Mikey, PCD choreo stylist. She said 18 years old. She was a go-go dancer. Now, let me give you some little history about Erika Girardi, or Erika Jane, how she likes to go. It's her stage name. For the cast, Lisa Vanderpump, my fellow Virgo, she was my favorite. I don't give a damn. And then it was Erika. Erika gets on my nerves a little bit. Erika gets on my nerves because of the way that she was raised, right? When she talks about, she gives us little pieces of herself. She's not very open to other women. She's fine. It's very difficult. This is kind of her first time being around like a steady group of women. I can relate to that. But Erika is like, doesn't really tell a lot about herself. She doesn't tell a lot about herself. So now we're seeing that at 18, she was a go-go dancer. She wasn't a stripper. She was in a bar. She took us to the bar, Shakers, I guess it was called, in New Jersey. Took us to the bar, saw how it was like for her, you know, wearing a bikini, like a bikini bar, right? And, you know, getting tips and stuff like that. And she says, you know, I've always been a dancer. I've always been performing. I've always been singing and dancing. It's what I love to do. I haven't done anything else. She says, I'm not your secretary. I'm not about to be, you know, pushing papers and pencils. I'm a dancer. I'm a performer. This is who I am. I was like, okay, Erika. And what she did was put herself in a position to where she married this rich ass, old ass man. And she really does not have to want for anything. So her toughness and her exterior, she's really tough and hard on the girls. Like when she gives advice, it's very much so like, pull your pants, put your big girl panties on, like that. She's like that. She's very tough love because that came from her mother, right? So if you understand the history of the girls, then you will understand like what you're getting, right? Because I watch Beverly Hills. Denise, I just put I don't have anything next to her name. Dorit says that she settled the lawsuit that she was in. I like Dorit. I go back and forth with her too. We love Dorit for her fashions, right? Dorit is always giving you fashions. She's always giving you different hairstyles. She's always giving you different wigs. She's very much into fashion, which I'm interested to see how her and Sutton are going to get along, because Sutton seems like a pretentious, typical Southern, judgy white woman. That's what she gives you, and I don't even think that she gives a damn. That's what she gives you. She's okay with it. Kyle is looking over clothes. She's going to be in New York Fashion Week. And this is where you see how privilege works, right? Kyle has no fashion background. She has not been trained. She has not been educated in fashion, but she feels like, hey, I'm bored. I have money. Let me find this woman who I can send pictures of different colors to, and she can actually come up with the design and the pattern and make the clothes, and I can just say, oh yeah, I put my name on it. And now I'm going to put an entry so that I can go into and present at Fashion Week. That does not happen. That's not how it goes. It doesn't happen like that. This is why a lot of fashion designers do not respect celebrity designers, because it's like you just put your name on it. Just like Sutton made that comment when Erika Jane had on Fenty, and what's her name was like, Sutton was like, girl, did you say Fendi? And she was like, no, Fenty, it's Rihanna's brand. And then Sutton in her interview was like, honey, I don't give a damn who designs, long if it's not designed by a fashion designer, I don't give a damn, like, basically is what she said. And some people who are very much fashion snobs really kind of look down on celebrity designers. So, and then she's not even a celebrity, more so, you know, I guess Kyle Richards is a celebrity in her own right. I'm not going to take that away from her, but she's not known for her fashions at all. That's like Marlo doing a wig line. Bitch, your wigs are always a mess. Now, I'm not saying that Kyle is not a good dresser, but she's not a fashion. Like, I would look at Dorit doing a line more so I would be willing to accept that than Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway. I just said using her money, using woman's labor and design. The woman is actually using her printing, her patterns. This is this woman's line with Kyle's name on it, basically. And even Dorita's like, girl, you don't have nothing together. She's looking over the clothes. You're one day before before your presentation, or 2 days before your presentation, and you're still pulling looks. You don't know what's going on. That's why it shows like you don't really care, and it's not something that you're passionate about. You just figure you would do it. Like you figured you would open you up a little boutique. I'm sure it's doing well. I'm sure people in the community support her. But she wants her clothes in airports. Is that what she said? I think that's what she said. Gift shops. She wants it's strange, but I'm like, okay, why are you're presenting at New York Fashion Week and you want your clothes in gift shops? Okay, girl. Erika is sharing herself more. We go to the go-go bar that when she was 18 years old. She has a son. He's older. He's a cop. She doesn't have any children with this 80-year-old man. It's just her one son. I was like, bitch, that bitch fucking hit the jackpot. Do you hear me, bitch? I could not do it. And I think that's the one thing is something I could not do. Like old ass men like that, no ma'am. But you know, she's probably not giving him any sugar. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Garcelle, let's get to the diva Garcelle. She said she moved to New York when she was 17 years old. We're giving a little history on her. And this is how she became the person who she is today. A tough cookie. She can take anything. She says that she's single. Remember, she was married. She's got a divorce. She's single now with 2 11-year-old sons. Denise calls her. So Denise is introducing Garcelle to the show. You know, always one woman brings another woman in. Who's introducing Sutton? Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna, I can take her or leave her. She's a little bit too much. She's so embedded and tethered to soap opera that she really brings that shit to her performance on Beverly Hills Housewives. It's very much, when Elaine Davidson was on there, bitch, it was a mess. It was so dramatic. I'm like, girls, this is not a soap opera, but it is. I guess it is a reality show full of drama, but they were really bringing their soap opera, you know, experience and their, you know, skills to this show. It was a mess. I'm glad Elaine Davidson is not on there anymore. I'm so glad. They're going out to dinner, right? And they ordering shots, and Garcelle's like, I don't need a limit. Her hair was cute. I loved her hair. I like how it was pulled back and all that poof. It was just really cute. She's dressed really cute. She really has a great sense of humor. She has a really good energy about her. I love her. Okay. We love Francesca. All right. She's talking about her vibrator. She has her little jokes, you know, in the confessional, talking about, I was going for urban, you know, she was like, I'm just kidding. Cause you know, the people get, honey, cause she has a black vibrator and a white vibrator. Okay. She says she's Haitian and she learned how to speak English on Sesame Street. So this is some little trivia about her. Erika shows up and gives Garcelle her fucking life. Garcelle's like, bitch, you can't, that's how you come through. She got her life because Erika came through with a big ass, I don't know what kind of material it was, fur or whatever, had these gold dots in it. Honey, Garcelle got her life. She was like, yes, that's how you come through. And then in her interview, she was like, that's a bad bitch. I can't wait to see how their relationship is going to, you know, blossom. So all the girls are bonding through drinking. You know how that happens when you get at the bar. You're like, oh, I like my drink like this. You like your drink? Okay, well, we gonna do it like this. And she was like, girl, she takes it without a lemon. She just takes it straight and this and that. So she doesn't even sip on it and stuff like that. So they're bonding over drinking. That happens. It's fun. So I wrote Country Woman Sutton. Lisa brings her in. She's at the Dolce & Gabbana house, looking at the designs. She's getting something custom made for her. It's ugly as hell. That shit was so ugly. And she don't have no shape. She's really shaped like a box with like a rectangle with a head and 2 arms sticking out and legs coming down the bottom. No shape. Just rich for no reason. Her husband has done something in hedge funds. They said the lady is rich. Like they might own some basketball teams or something. But Lisa Rinna was like, that bitch is, when she talking about money, she got money. I wonder how that would have went with Lisa Rinna. I mean, Lisa Vanderpump, because Lisa Vanderpump is caked up. That diva is caked up. Do you hear me? So this lady is Sutton. So they're introducing her. I just wrote opulence. I feel like she's a lady that's just like, honey, do it all, do it big. I don't give a damn. It doesn't matter. I have the money to do it. And this is what, to me, I felt like Cohen's original vision for the show was to show women living opulent lifestyles. Not what it's turned into is women gaining independence and working and being, made without their husbands. Because if you look at the history of the Real Housewives franchise, there's a lot of divorce. Almost, I don't even know the percentage, but I would say like on every single installment, it exposed cracks in someone's marriage and they ended up in a divorce, right? Or the men were not pleased with how much attention the woman was getting. It was a lot of that. And I think what it's turned to is almost like, here are these women, they're living their life, and some of them happen to be married and some of them are not. And I think that's what Real Housewives has kind of morphed into. All of that, I think that's what I read Andy's first book, and that is what his vision was. Very much soap opera. He loved soap operas. He was, very much, watching soap operas with his mom and stuff like that. When he loves the drama. When Andy be sitting there smiling and looking to the side, I think as he's gotten older, he's not with the shit anymore. And I think, we're trying to evolve the Housewives or whatever, but I'm here for the opulence. I'm here for showing, the big estates. I'm here for all the, I'm not here for what Kyle's doing. Like, I don't agree with that. I don't know. It's just typical behavior, a woman just coming in, using another woman's a woman of color's labor, and then touting it as her designs. These are not your designs. This is this lady's designs. Her name should be on this. You could have been a spokesperson for her or helped her push her line into the light, but this doesn't have nothing. Just because you picked out a couple color swatches, bitch, this is not your line. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's not cool. Denise and Teddy tells Denise something that Charlie Sheen did. Denise is trying to order some tequila reposado, right? And it's a different color than the white tequila. It's a kind of a yellowish, right? Has a distinct color. So I guess the waiter handed her a white tequila, and she was like, I know what reposado is. I know what it is. She got a little attitude. She was snippy, but it was just really based off of just hearing something about Charlie Sheen real quick, and she was already like in a mood. Like, I don't even want to hear shit this crazy ass man has to say about nothing. I don't even remember what the lawsuit was about, but Denise was like, I'm not showing up to court. I don't have time to play with this man. I'm not doing nothing. And so Erika says, well, you need representation. It sounds like you need representation. Let's call my husband, honey. She calls her husband. He picks up and he was like, no, she needs to show up to court and I need to be standing with her. Always trying to get a check. You know what I'm saying? Like a lawyer. Nope. I mean, he's very successful. I'm not going to knock nothing. So Denise was like, no, I'm not about to go up there. She was like, you need to go get you a lawyer now. That's how Erika is. She's like tough. Like, go upstairs. And she was like, girl, we're relaxing today. We're not about to go upstairs and get a lawyer today. Girl, it's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? That's how Denise was. Denise dresses like I don't know. Denise, like, I don't know what her style is, but it's just not. Honey, she had on some high water bell bottom type pants that were like stringy at the bottom. Was that her? That was her, wasn't it? And with this t-shirt looking, I was like, what? Okay, girl, you're not giving me Beverly Hills. You're giving me Anaheim. No shade to Anaheim, but that's what she was giving me. You're not giving me Beverly Hills at all. A man with his little fat dogs. Yeah, they need to be out. Them dogs are so fat and they little. Their legs are so short. What kind of dogs are those? That one looks like a French bulldog. I wish I could show y'all this dog. Dog is so fat he can barely run. Got the nerve to have on a sweater. She was like, no, I'll handle it when I get back to LA. But she was like, in her confessional, she was like, I'm not showing up to that shit. I'm not about to do it. Kyle in her fashion, she's doing something with Halloween because she was in the first Halloween. They showed her little picture or whatever. She said she's nervous about leaving her family. Baby, she called Mauricio, and we like Mauricio. I think Mauricio is handsome. He's one of the more handsome men of the husbands. Right? Mauricio is a real estate agent. Y'all know who Mauricio is. He's very successful. He's a very successful real estate agent or real estate developer, some shit, something to do with real estate. Okay? She's trying to call him. He didn't pick up. She's trying to call again. You hear her say he's probably drunk and stoned, right? They cut to Mauricio. Mauricio is yelling his company's name, Agency. She's right. Her husband is drunk and high. That shit was so funny. He picks up the phone. That he's talking. He's like, "Hey, baby." She was like, "We have two things going on that's major for both of us, and we're not there. But I love you and this and that." And he was like, "I love you too, this and that, right?" So he gets off so she's having her New York Fashion Week shit, and he's having this celebrating his team or whatever. They having a party, whatever. When he gets off the phone, he hangs up the phone. He was like, "All right, I love you." He hangs up the phone. He starts going outside. He opens a sliding glass door. He starts going outside, and he starts dancing as he's going outside. And somebody said, "Is it time for a shot?" And you hear Mauricio say, "It's always time for a shot." I said, "Come on, Mauricio."
Is it time for a shot?
It's always time for a shot.
We love Mauricio. Shout out to Mauricio. So, shout out to Mauricio. He's funny. What's Mauricio's last name? I can't remember. Anyway, so Sutton comes in. She is judging Erika's fashion. She's being judging. She was like, Erika's dress was so short. You could see her butt cheeks hanging out from the bottom of her dress. I was like, come on, bitch. I'm here for it. I'm sorry. I'm just here. Honey, if you do what you can get away with, bitch, do it. Do it. She had her ass cheeks hanging out. Sutton was like, that's where I start to judge. I'm like, okay, girl. They find out that they were both raised in Atlanta. Sutton is from Augusta and Erika is from Atlanta. Or was raised in Atlanta, I should say. I don't know if she's from there. I'm not sure. So she was looking for the place cards. That shows you, honey. She was like, where are the place cards? Erika was like, girl, we don't have place cards. We ain't got no place cards, girl. Find a seat. Find a seat, girl. The juxtaposition of Erika Jayne is really interesting to me because she comes from, humble beginnings, right? And now she's married to this 80-year-old millionaire. And I was telling Diva, I said, if a black woman, let me tell you, I'm just going to say, if a black woman seeks a man who has a lot of money, we call her a gold digger. We do. And somebody else says, and I'm sure it was Rodney, is like we put into little girl's head, find a protector, find a provider, find a protector, find a provider, find a husband who can protect and provide. Provide means money. He has to have money, but when she goes out and tries to find a man with money, now she's called some gold digger. Now you're demeaned and discouraged from finding a man with money. You should settle for this broke ass nigga here, okay? Who talks shit, who has a little dick. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Deal with that. You know what I'm saying? A broke nigga with a little dick. Now if he was rich, like millionaire with a little dick, then maybe. You know what I'm saying? You can work with it. But I'm just saying, you got these niggas who talk too loud, they ain't making no money, talking too loud. Who you talking to crazy? You ain't have no position. Your dick is little, your hand is little, you ain't got no money in your account, you ain't got a 401k, nothing. You talking, you're loud, your voice is too loud for me. Settle down, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But when a white woman, it's applauded, like go out and find you somebody who's going to take care of you. And honey, call Erika Jayne a gold digger. She'll be like, okay, well, I got the gold, bitch. Now what? You mad? You jealous? That's Erika Jayne. And I love that about her because she's still kind of rough around the edges. She does not act like she comes from money. She's not like that. She's very down to earth, and that's why I like Erika Jayne. Teddi announces that she's pregnant. She's going to be more boring this season, I guess, is now that she's pregnant, because she's boring every other thing. She's another one who comes up with shit in her head, and you be like, girl, what are you talking about? You just made that shit up. Kyle has her show. The lady who was getting her show ready has an attitude with Kyle. Kyle was on the phone talking about, if she can leave and all this other stuff. Girl, you need her, because you wouldn't know what to do without this lady. You are doing nothing but lending your name and your face to this production, because you've done nothing. You want to start picking clothes out at the last minute. You got the looks looking all crazy. You got the people in the wrong order, color coordinated. You got too many prints. Even Dorit was trying to give her some advice. Some of the women are walking the show. You dress Erika Jayne, and I said the same thing. That shit was frumpy. It looked ugly. She got body. Why would you put her in some kind of, poolside caftan outfit? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you did wrong. Anyways, and I agree, it was frumpy. Denise did well. Teddi was a mess. Teddi walks like she's a motorcycle, a big Harley Davidson. That's what she walks like. Her father is John Cougar Mellencamp. Y'all know who he is. That's his daughter. And Teddi is also the one. Remember, Pop Smoke got shot and killed. That was Teddi's house that he was renting. One of her homes, I guess. But yeah, that was her. Changing clothes. Lisa Rinna changed her clothes. Lisa Rinna did actually very good. She was really excited. She had a different hairstyle. We're glad that Lisa Rinna is finally changing her hairstyle after 40 some years. And Kyle says, well, I'm not going to be broke if it doesn't succeed. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, Kyle, there are fashion designers who they use all of their savings to produce a line of clothes to present at Fashion Week, hoping somebody will buy from them. Hoping. It doesn't matter. It's just like, whatever. If it succeeds, it succeeds. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be broke. I'm just doing this for fun. That's the shit that gets me. I'm like, girl, sit down. So they go to a black screen, and they said Denise stopped filming with the crew, with the team, in December, which was 4 months ago? Okay. Then we see this headline. I didn't know nothing about it. Y'all, it's very rare a housewife that I actually follow, or any reality people that I actually follow on Twitter. So I don't be knowing what's going on. But apparently, Denise Richards and Brandi Glanville have been having an affair, bitch. I was like, what? What? Girl, what? I was just like, how did that happen? I would love to hear how that happened. Is this a way for Brandi to get her ass back on the show? What is going on? So you hear Lisa Rinna saying, we'll never see Denise again. We'll never see her again. And then she sits down and she gives you that old, wild things look. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, bitch, I'm here and I'm going to take all you bitches on. So that's how it ended. So it looks like it's going to be an explosive, interesting season. I know I talked a lot about it. Beverly Hills is one of my favorite. Like, Beverly Hills, New York, Atlanta are my favorite Housewives. But I've been watching Housewives since the beginning, since episode 1. Vicky's crazy looking face. She looks very different now. With Joe. Remember Joe and what's his name? Slade. Was that his name? Ugh. And then is him and what's her name still together? Gretchen. What happened to Gretchen? Gretchen's still around. She making handbags and stuff. Anyways, so that's it for the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's get down in the comments. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. And I hope you guys watch it. So next time, I'm going to put Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Real Housewives of New York together so that we can see, we can put those together. Okay, I don't want to put them separate. It just depends on how many people watch it. It just depends. I don't want to make a separate video. We'll see. We'll see, because then that will be kind of a long video, because both of these are hour shows. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. And we'll talk soon. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I may come back tomorrow, depending on what transpires in the world today. But yeah, I might come back tomorrow. Depends. Let's put something down in the community section, and you guys can give me some topics that you want to hear about. Okay? All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.